Good morning, children. Hope you're all safe and healthy. Today, I'm going to take up paragraph writing in this session. By the end of the lesson, you will be able to write imaginatively and think creatively, use a variety of grammatical structures, and you will also be able to organize your thoughts and ideas. As you have already studied in your previous classes, a paragraph is a group of sentences which has a clear main idea. The rest of the sentences in the paragraph support this main idea. The paragraph can be a part of a longer composition or it can be a part of a miniature essay. Also, please remember to give a heading or a title to your paragraph. Moving on, we need to understand the characteristics of a good paragraph. Now, what makes a paragraph interesting and easy to read? The first point is unity, meaning that the paragraph should have ideas related to the topic that we are dealing with, and the sentences should not be de-linked. Then comes support. All sentences should be supporting this main idea. Next is coherence. In a coherent paragraph, each sentence flows smoothly into the next without obvious shifts or jumps. The language that you use in your paragraph should be simple, easy to understand, and grammatically correct. Your paragraph also needs to use a variety of structures. You could use linkers, conjunctions, meaning not every sentence needs to start the same way. Let me elaborate on the first feature, that is unity. As I said earlier, your paragraph should have one main idea followed by a topic sentence. That is the sentence which introduces what you will be writing about. And all the other sentences will only be augmenting this main idea. Moving on to the next feature, that is coherence. Now the ideas presented in your paragraph should be well organized. You can organize them spatially, meaning you need to choose a specific starting point and then follow an orderly progression from that starting point. If you choose to chronologically order your paragraph, the events should be presented in the order of how they have happened. Say you are asked to write a paragraph on a visit to a museum. So here you can chronologically order your ideas. Another way is to present ideas in the order of their importance. And yet another way is to present them logically. You must remember that there should be a clear, sensible connection between the different sentences in a paragraph. You could use linkers and connectors to make your paragraph more interesting and easy to comprehend. You will understand what I meant in the previous slides after reading these sentences. These are some sentences from a paragraph which I have numbered. You will notice that these sentences are in a jumbled order. For example, if the first sentence says, it contains, of course, the meanings of difficult words. The second sentence goes on to say that one of the most important reference tools that you must possess is a dictionary. The third sentence says it also gives you the pronunciation of the words. Now, when I read this paragraph, I cannot make sense of what it is trying to say. Now, let's move on to the next slide to make it clearer. In this slide, I have arranged the sentences into a particular order, a logical order or a sequence. Now, if I read the first sentence, it says, one of the most important reference tools that you must possess is a dictionary. This becomes your topic sentence. Herein, you realize that, okay, this paragraph is about a dictionary. You do possess one, perhaps, but I doubt whether you are aware of the different kinds of information it contains. It contains, of course, the meaning of difficult words. It also gives you the pronunciation of the words. The dictionary can be referred to for the various grammatical forms of the words. Finally, a good dictionary contains illustrative sentences or phrases showing how words are actually used. Every college dictionary should provide at least these 4 kinds of information about words, namely pronunciation, meaning, grammatical patterns, and usage. So now this entire paragraph makes complete sense, doesn't it? I talked about making your paragraph coherent by using some linkers and connectors. These are some linkers that can be used for showing the cause and effect relationship, importance. It can show similarity, difference, and place and time. Using good language is extremely important to write not only a paragraph but to write any composition. Let me also tell you that your language will be considered good if it is grammatically correct. Punctuating your sentences correctly is also essential. Please use apt vocabulary which enhances the beauty of your paragraph. And lastly, as emphasized in the earlier slides, use a variety of structures. Do not make your paragraph boring by using the same structures or words repeatedly. In addition to knowing what a paragraph is, you also need to be familiar with the different kinds of paragraphs. A paragraph can be descriptive, that means it is focused and a detailed, rich account of a specific topic. For example, here you can be asked to describe a person or maybe even a place. It can be narrative. This kind of a paragraph tells you basically a story. An example of this may be a childhood memory. Then comes expository, which means that it intends to explain or inform about something. Here you can include some environmental issues or science or technology. The last is a persuasive paragraph which tries to convince the readers of a particular point of view. You being teenagers, all of you are well familiar with what can come under this category. It can be about why parents need to let you use your mobile phones. And of course, it can be on more serious issues concerning the economy or again the environment. Here is a bit of an exercise for all of you. You need to write a paragraph in not more than 120 words using the hints given below. The hints are already given to you. What you need to do is to give an appropriate title to the paragraph. You need to write a topic sentence which will tell you what the idea of the paragraph is. And all the other sentences that you write will support that main idea. So try to connect one sentence to another like I showed you earlier. And also remember to use good language, a variety of structures, and make your paragraph a coherent paragraph, a united paragraph. Thank you.